Hi, my name is Emeka O'Neill, and I'll be talking to you about why young adults should eat cleaner foods. Today, I'll be talking to you about our topics are causes of bad eating, benefits of eating cleaner, and my personal experience of eating cleaner. The problem in the United States with our young adults is that we're all moved out of our parents' houses, we're in college, and we have freedom. So we have all access and we have cars, vehicles, we have all access to fast foods, we have access to all the foods that, we don't really think about, like what it's doing to our body, and we just eat it and eat it and eat it. And how it starts, I think it starts from the childhood, in my opinion, because I mean, as kids and growing up, we really didn't know much about what we're eating and what we're putting into our bodies. But according to Isanachu, as eating habits form early during childhood and are likely to track until the beginning of adulthood. Now, that statement right there, that can really go on longer than adulthood. It can travel as long as until death, because I mean, we don't really care too much about that. I mean, we don't put as much priority as to what we eat as we should. And can it be broken? I 100%, 110% think it can be broken. You got your vegans, your vegetarians, people on Mediterranean diets, and all that stuff. And it's good food. It's good for you, and it's good to you. The fast foods that we eat are just good to you. Don't really have much nutrition and value in it, and it has a lot of trans fats that don't really click well with our body, and it causes us to have obesity and acne, which is the next topic I'm talking about, what it does to your body physically. We all know that, you eat bad foods, bad results come out of it. It's like when you eat good food, you get good results. So, what I'd like to talk about is how you get obese from eating it. You get obese from eating it by, overeating it. You don't have a balance between good and bad foods. And what that also can bring about is acne, being with all the trans fats and all the artificial things that are in the fast foods that we eat, it just causes us to bump up and get all acne. And what it does to our body psychologically, it affects our mental health. Being that I want y'all to try to like some people who are like feeling depressed and all the anxious and anxiety, and I want you to try to change up what you eat, because I know when I struggled with stuff that I struggled with, it was like, okay, I was trying to like help myself out, and so what I do is I would try to start from like eating better, and I'd see is that I wouldn't be as you know in a depressive state as I used to be, and so I kept doing it and kept doing it, and eventually my mental health just started getting better and better, and also included workouts and all the other stuff. And it's just stuff that we also go to pills and stuff, and really it's right there in our like pantries. We got to change out what we eat. And it also can bring about binge eating disorder, and that's when you eat foods and you tend to purge yourself, so you make yourself throw up. And according to these people, the exclusion criteria were based on previous psychopathology I just of eating disorders research that reported an association between other types of mental disorders and improper eating attitudes. Individuals who withdrew from the study or failed to complete all questions were excluded from the analysis. And that was basically just they just took a test and they just kind of showed basically they gave you a sheet of paper and they asked these students to mark down like symptoms of things, and they just basically asked them what kind of foods that they ate, and they showed that they had a study of where they showed the types of foods that they ate, and it showed like correlation to why they're feeling the way they're feeling is because the way they eat. And another topic I'd like to talk about is the benefits of clean eating. What it does, it builds your immune system. According to Eileen Dutter, RD Nutrition, clean foods fill up your body with plentiful vitamins and minerals, high quality protein, and healthy fats, which improve heart and brain health, assist with weight management, and build a stronger immune system and increase energy levels, among other benefits. I totally agree with that because I mean, as we know, nutrition does provide the vitamins and minerals of A, B, C, D, E, and K, and we can find those in like the supplements as well. Because I mean, foods they don't provide all of the sources, so it'd be good to take like a multivitamin after. I mean, as adults, we don't do that either. We don't really focus on vitamins as we should. And it promotes fat loss. I mean, the cleaner you eat, it just cleans you out altogether. When you eat clean foods, and I actually suggest that you say if you're trying to lose weight and all you're doing is working out and you still not seeing results is because the way you eat. I tell people that the people I train all the time is that they ask me why aren't I losing weight, and I ask them the question as to how you're eating, and then they just go like, oh, like yeah, like what you eat is a big it plays a big part of your weight loss. And the next topic I'd like to talk about is my personal experience of eating cleaner. So around this time last year, I was around 280 pounds, and I was just like, I ain't never been this big before, and I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do that. So I just started working out and doing the stuff that people really always do, and just working out and just eating whatever they want afterwards. And it wasn't really until maybe late November is when I like, okay, I'm still not seeing results. So I just started putting myself on a diet per se. Because I mean, a diet is just all what you eat. There's no such thing as like going on a specific diet. You're just, a diet is what you eat. Eating bad foods is a diet. It's a bad diet. So what I do, I start off with just eating chicken, broccoli, and I start off eating just, I looked up high protein, low fats, and I just started cooking. I had my own apartment. I was cooking. I had chicken, fish, all of the A, B, C, D, E, and K vitamins and minerals, and I had the complex carbs. And I just started from there. And before I knew, 4 months later, I cut down 40 pounds just from changing up what I ate. And then I started to include cardio, and I shut off the other 20 pounds. And so now here I am, 220, and yeah, and I'm loving life. And how it helped my immune system during COVID. Also around August, I had my whole family, we all had got it. And so what it did to them was like they had all the symptoms that you would think that you read about. They had all the symptoms that you'd read about. And me, I'm just feeling all fine, and I have COVID, but I'm just sitting in the house, not feeling any headaches, not wanting to, die. And they're all just coughing and all the symptoms that came with it. And then they asked like, why am I not feeling this way? And I'm like, well, look at how I eat and look at how you ate. And so they saw it the hard way, and now my family, they're wanting to like change the diets and eat better, because it does a lot of stuff. It helps your body, and that's how it just helps your immune system. And next thing I want to talk about was my works cited. This is where all the work that I've looked up and researched and where everything came from. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to my speech, and let you all have a great